Bakari Jata, Nakam brother, Nakam. Welcome, welcome.
Mina Satan Rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Fellow Gambians, friends of the Gambia. As our Christian brothers and sisters celebrate Christmas the world over, and in the Gambia in particular, it gives me great pleasure and honor to convey a message of goodwill and warmest greetings to all of you. Christians all over the world commemorate the birth of Jesus Christ. Therefore, it is befitting for both Christians and Muslims, and humanity in general, not to forget the essence of his birth and work towards achieving the essence of his mission. That is to shun evil and embrace good. It was man's cruelty and deep inclination towards Satan that prompted the birth of Jesus Christ to save humanity from a grave double disaster in this world and on the day of judgment. Simply put, to save humanity from hellfire, the most grievous punishment for followers of Satan. Christmas is also a moment of reflection, a moment to reflect on the most profound messages of Jesus Christ, the messages of complete righteousness in word and deed, humility, empathy, and piety. This message is particularly relevant today as people around the world continue to face violence and suffering being perpetrated by satanic hate forces, as well as diseases such as HIV and AIDS and Ebola. Thus, the spirit of Christmas challenges us to renew adherence to our duty to the Almighty God through prayer, charity, caring and sharing, and a firm commitment to live up to the Christian messages of, quote, love your neighbor as you love thyself, unquote, quote, do unto others as you would have them do to you, unquote. As Christmas is a time for reflection and renewal of conviction, true and devout Christians should re-examine their commitment to the worship of the one and only God and rededicate themselves to a new and reinvigorating relationship with the Almighty God. You should adhere strictly to the commandments as enshrined in the Holy Bible. For those of other faiths, this is the time to join your Christian brethren in solidarity in marking an important event in the Christian calendar. Together as devout Christians and Muslims, we should form a strong front against all satanic forces whose only objective is to turn the entire human race against the Almighty Allah. Christian brothers and sisters, fellow Gambians, as you celebrate and enjoy the feast, let us remember that the true spirit of Christmas is to extricate oneself from evil deeds, wish for peace, progress, and to enjoin goodwill to all nations. These cannot be demonstrated without a true manifestation of forgiveness, reconciliation, kindness, and love in all our dealings with each other. After all, we are brothers and sisters in one human family, created by one and only Almighty God. Brothers and sisters, unfortunately, what is happening today in many parts of the world as I speak to you is far from the messages of peace, love, and tolerance advocated during the period of Christmas. Fake religious fanaticism, intolerance, and hatred propagated by satanic elements, often disguised as the faithful, is widespread. This is unfortunately leading humanity towards a catastrophic doom if we do not turn back to the one and only God, the Almighty Creator and Master of heaven and earth. The wanton destruction of lives and properties under the erroneous guise of religion and the so-called war on terror must end. Instead, tolerance and respect for the divine rights of individuals and societies to pursue true religious beliefs and live by them in the worship of Allah the Almighty as nations and a way of life should be the order of the day. Fellow Gambians, although the Gambia is a country where the overwhelming majority of inhabitants are Muslims, believers of the two faiths live in harmony, often to the admiration of countries in the rest of the world. We as a nation are a perfect example of true Islam. Therefore, we shall always endeavor to nurture and sustain this enviable status of being true Muslims, practicing true Islam, in a country where mutual respect, love, and friendship happily exist between Muslims and the Christians. In the Gambia, we will remain an example of a society which thrives on true Islamic faith, living peacefully alongside Christians despite their being a minority. Fellow Gambians, my Christian brothers and sisters, one of the best ways of reciprocating God's goodness to the fortunate in our midst is to help the less fortunate among us. So as we spread the gifts, smiles and warmth, and mutual goodwill during the Christmas, let us not forget that we cannot deceive the Almighty Creator. Therefore, we must always be honest and truthful in whatever we do, especially in our manifestation of goodwill towards the less fortunate amongst us during this festive season. As we celebrate, let us remember that for every action, there is a consequence. Negative actions result in negative consequences. Therefore, act responsibly, positively, and let us enjoy the positive results during this festive season. In a nutshell, avoid activities that will endanger your life or endanger the lives of others. Be responsible. Avoid any action that gives you merriment and a big embarrassment to your family. I wish you a very happy, blessed, and Merry Christmas. May the Almighty Allah guide and protect us all. Dewe Nati, may we live long to see tomorrow. Body Kuse. I thank you for your kind attention.
Yeah, so salam alaikum. Hope everybody can hear me, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Yahya Jammeh's Christmas message, very nice speech, and that's why we always play this program so that we remember what type of leader we had, and let us not forget, please, because in these times of in the times that we see now in Gambia, it's really a mess right now, and this is why we show these programs so that we remember that what leadership is all about and how moving Gambia forward is all about. Because nobody seems to, at the moment in the office, nobody seems to know what moving Gambia and bringing Gambians together is all what that is all about. You know, that's we really need to be reminded of you know the good times of the good times that we had with His Excellency. You know, that even though that many people, they have a lot of bullshit, you know, a lot of cheap propaganda and a lot of, you know, a lot of cheap talk, you know, they made a lot of lies about him, even though that the APRC, we made some mistakes, and we have continuously said it a lot of times. You know, we had made some mistakes, and only we can, you know, make up on those mistakes. No one can come and make up, you know, no one can clean up our mistakes. You know, it has to be the APRC who does that. And but today I'm not going to a long conversation or whatever, because in my previous videos I have already talked about these things. You know, this program is all about remembering Yahya Jammeh, and it's not about anything else. Of course, I want to, for Bakari Jata, thank you very much for your support, always, brother, always, and always for sharing my links. Thank you very much, and you're always welcome. And at the Gambia Today News, always welcome. Puba Cham, more love and blessings, better. Yeah, you too, brother. May Allah bless you and your family in this Christmas month of December. You know, it's a very important time for some people, and also some of our Gambian Christians. And also we, as we know in Gambia, is, you know, it's December month is a month of celebration where we have a lot of family coming back home, a lot of families from the diaspora coming back home. So, you know, it's an enjoyable time. We've got a lot of visitors coming to the Gambia. Yeah, Ali Mami Suwade, yeah, good job, brother. Sundiata, Keita, keep up the spirit, inshallah, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yes, brother, you too, brother, and always also, Ali Mami, thank you very much for your support, and your support always will not be in vain, because, as I said, my intentions are clean. So all of you who are supporting me, your support will not be in vain, and let me tell you that the respect goes the other way as well, brothers. So I support your views as well. You also inspire me, my supporters, and all of your comments, and you know, you inspire me as well. So we're all in this together. Yeah, absolutely, yes, brother. Yeah, Saja Jatu, welcome. Pamurumbo, sir, welcome, sir, welcome. It's always an honor. Sheku, thank you very much. Welcome. Yeah, Pamuru, a miracle. Yes, it's going to be a miracle that day, inshallah. It will be. For Bakari, yeah, keep it up. You too, brother. Thank you again very much. Jammeh is a real leader of the people. People know it now. Gambia is very sad, crazy. Yeah, it is very crazy right now, and it is really sad. 100%, brother. 100%. There's no words for that. 100%. Also here, Ali Mami Suwade, brother, again. Exactly. So-called war on terror, the scam of the century, must come to an end. Definitely, brother. 100%. That was a scam, because you know, this is only, you know, a tool again to, you know, get people away from Islam, and, you know, for the Western countries to invade the Muslim countries. You know, this is an excuse. So they use Islam as an excuse, because every time, you know, if you have noticed, every time they declare war on something, you know, whether it was Ronald Reagan, President Nixon in the 70s declare war on drugs. What happened to drugs? It became more of a big problem. You know, what happened in the 90s when George Bush's father, he wanted to fight the American gangs and Mexican gangs. What happened? All the gangs, they increased. Gang members increased in America. You understand? In the black and Latin areas, the gangs increased. People start killing each other. You know, they made it worse. You know, in 2001, when the World Trade Center happened, and, you know, they wanted to declare war on terror again. What has happened? Terrorism has become worse. You understand? So anywhere they seem to go, you know, to help out or whatever, to sort out problems, it always intends to become worse. You understand? Because They are not there with their clean intentions. They are there for something. That is why they do not mind even what happened in Iraq. Yeah, we are there to save the people from dictatorship. The guy is having nuclear weapons and he's a tyrant and whatever. You understand? They went there, they took their oil, they took all their gold, they left the place a mess. They do not care. Same thing in Libya, same thing in all the other countries, you understand? So 100% the war on terror is a scam. And brother, I wish that I had the time, to get into this subject, because this is a subject that I really, really love, you understand? Because it's very important that we know these kind of things, and especially in Africa, because this is what they do in Africa. They manipulate us to set us up against each other. That is what happened in Rwanda when the Hutus and Tutsis start killing off each other. What happened? It was the French forces who went into the forest, shut down the Hutu president airplane down, so that the Hutus thought it was the Tutsis and they start slaughtering each other. That's why you see Kagame today, president of Rwanda, is going around blaming France for the genocide. And me also, I know about those things because I have done some time in military in France, so I know also a couple of things. So they are very, very nasty. They are very, very dirty. Those people, and this is how they do also in Africa. So it's very important, Ali Mame, very, very important point there, brother. Very important point. So, and I wish I could get into it, but we will make some shows, inshallah, that where we will get into these things, because this is also a great weapon they use in Africa. You understand? And also in the election this is how they rig the election. You understand? By using foreign, Al Jazeera, BBC, and they made a lot of propaganda. Propaganda is even a better weapon than guns. Propaganda is a better weapon than guns. That is how they managed to fool Gambians. This is why we are in the mess we are today, because it's a scam, brother. You understand? 100%. Thank you very, very much. But today we will leave it for tonight, and we hope you will keep on enjoying your Tuesday night with your family in this Christmas time. And I know I am enjoying. And Assalamu alaikum, Gambia out there. And I hope that inshallah, we will have better times ahead. Inshallah, we all have. And thank you all for watching again. We'll be back with some more shows, inshallah. Thank you for watching. Take care.